Without any delay, I would start by telling those of you who don't know what is the BCIP project. Through a rigorous process, the Government of Canada selects companies that have innovations with potential commercial growth, and then gives them a contract to have that innovation tested by some ministries in the federal government. And you are the selected ones, and again, we thank you for accepting to participate. The idea is to play with the technology, try to use it in your everyday work, and adapt it to your needs, and see what are its benefits as well as its shortcomings. What are the areas that need improvement? This is the idea. I think it's an excellent program, and we're very happy to have been selected for this program. We have a great technology, great innovation. We only needed this kind of initial feedback and initial push to get it to the next stage, where we could tell people we have workers and executives at different ministries in the Government of Canada who have tested this technology, and we have used their feedback to improve it, and so when we could go commercially with the product. The two major components that help improve productivity for people and that exist in the Evatel solution. So the main difference between what we have and what exists already in the market is the possibility to carry your office with you everywhere you go. So for example, when you get calls can be forwarded to you at different locations, whether it's your cell phone, whether it's your home phone, or some other places. You could be traveling abroad and still get your calls there forwarded to you. And you could get in with the same number. You could get voice calls, you could get faxes, you could get SMS, text messaging, so that everything is centralized. People will only remember one number for you, and that's the number to reach you. So it's SmartNumber because, first of all, it has the capability of receiving and forwarding all this multimedia information, voice, fax, and SMS. And also it's smart because it looks for you, and it actually looks into your calendar to see if you have an event in your calendar where you don't want to receive calls. Maybe you have just told the assistant that you don't want to take calls tomorrow or next week. So anything that you put in your schedule or you give as instructions would be taken into consideration when trying to reach you.
Basically, the SmartNumber is smart because your assistant, the virtual assistant, just do all this work in the background for you. She do it the way you want and how you want it. That is what the virtual assistant is, and makes your phone number a smart number.
Exactly. So in some cases, well, it's like having a personal secretary answering your calls and filtering them for you. The second part of the Evatel solution that is a differentiator for us is the fact that you can talk to your phone system. You could just say, call this person. It could be a colleague, it could be a contact, and the number is dialed. So it's easier and faster and more convenient. If you are in your car and obviously you care about your security and the security of other drivers, then you don't want to be playing with the phone while you're driving. So you could use your Bluetooth and just call your assistant, listen to your voice messages, reply to them, call back people, delete them, do all these tasks without ever touching the phone or moving your eyes away from the road. Obviously, when you are driving, another thing that you could be interested in is to listen to your emails, to reply to them, to check your calendar, to call contacts. And when you are away in a public place like a restaurant or in a conference or at the airport, then you could use a mobile app that would run on your smartphone or tablet and be able to do everything that you do from your office, be able to do it from that tablet. Technically, people call it multimodality, which means that your office can be accessed and used from using different methods depending on the situation where you're in.
But without further ado, I suggest we jump right into the user panel, the web panel, and we'll show you how to get there. So the first thing you'll need to do is to log in the Google account. We sent you a Google information about 2 weeks ago in an email with your email address we created for you and a secure password to log in. So my favorite way to get there is go through Gmail. As you can see, I already have a Gmail account here, so that's not a problem. I can add another account, disconnect, this is in French here, and have my, I will use today my Evatel.co account to log in. You can enter your password there and connect to your Google account we created for you. So to get access through your user panel, it's very simple. Here at the top, you have a little button here, which will give you more option, more access. You just have to click on that little thing and go down to the bottom, which you'll have the Evatel services. We'll launch the portal. And we're in. This will be your main interface. The first page you'll see, it's a setup wizard that you won't need to go through. We did most of the work for you already. So this is not necessarily, and you should see, I'll check, if they're not checked, don't worry about it for now. We'll come back to this later. So we'll go like a very quick overview. Here, if you click home, you'll have access to your voice message, your fax, your text messages. We'll see the voice messages very soon. Let me just go through the SMS section. Here you can see and send SMS you received. So it's very easy. You can go, it's like on your smartphone, like a phone thread, a text thread. You can write a message to someone. Hello, it's Patrick. And you just send it very easily. I can send a new message to someone completely new. Just enter the number you want to set it. Click the little plus. You can add other person and send the same message to a group of people for maximum productivity.
And this is quite new also because SMS used to be sent only to mobile devices. But right now we have this feature where we integrated the SMS with the business number, which also can receive faxes.
Absolutely. So that's one of the main advantages of the service with Evatel here that we developed at Speech Mobility is the SmartNumber. My SmartNumber here is at the top right here. You each have your own SmartNumber, and there's a main number, which is a toll-free number, also who is a SmartNumber. For every participant. You can go ahead and just click and maybe familiarize yourself with them. You can see what do you want to do. What do you want to do? You want to forward in the daytime, maybe to one of my colleagues here in the group. We have the contacts here. If you want to add a few contacts, it's possible for you to do it through this interface, call logs right here. You have access to your history, which you can also access with the virtual assistant through voice comments. We'll see that in another presentation. There is settings here. With phone numbers, we pre-programmed some phone numbers for you already. You should have like your office phone number, which is probably will be like your cell phone number, which is your office number. We sent you also a new phone, which is connected also to your SmartNumber. Should appear here as well. So this is just a quick overview of the user panel. We'll go more in depth into it in another presentation and other videos in the coming weeks. Hi, I'm Patrick Boswell from Speech Mobility. Today we'll talk about the virtual assistant.
If you are on the road or at the office, the virtual assistant is there to assist you and help you through voice commands. So we'll go into some of them in this presentation. So let's start right ahead and talk about the contact feature the assistant has to offer us. The contacts are contacts you may have in your Google account, contacts you could import via the user panel, or also the employees in your company. Those contacts are there. You can call them using only a voice command. No need to dial number into a phone. That feature is very useful to save time either at the office or to stay safe on the road. So let's go ahead and do a little demonstration. So the first thing you need to do is call your assistant. So me, I'm calling her. I'm calling my SmartNumber. That SmartNumber will be at the top of your user panel if you lost it or you forgot about it. And that SmartNumber is the number you gave to your customers or colleagues to call you. That SmartNumber will get your phone calls, your text messages, and also your faxes. So I'm calling that my SmartNumber, already been programmed there.
One moment, please. What do you want to work with today? Voicemail, emails, calendar, contact, or more options?
The assistant is currently in beginner's mode, so she'll be more talkative, she'll guide you, and she'll give you example of commands you can actually tell her. In another presentation, we'll talk about the expert mode. Contacts.
What is the name of your contact?
Patrick Boswell. So we'll go ahead and try to call myself.
Did you say Patrick Boswell?
Yes.
What do you want to do? Call, play details, send a message, or select another contact?
Call.
I'm calling Patrick Boswell on the SmartNumber. Is it okay?
Yes.
Call in progress.
As you can see here, I'm calling myself. I'm getting another line running here, and my cell phone right behind there. You cannot see it, but it's also ringing. So I'm going to reject the call. That'll give us the chance to leave a voicemail.
Record your message, then press the pound key.
Hello, this is Patrick. I'm doing a presentation. This is just a little test message I'm leaving on my voicemail. Thank you.
Recording stopped. Do you want to send, replay, start over, or cancel?
Send.
Your message was sent.
So that's another way to stay more safe with Evatel. The assistant will be there always to assist you and keep you more safe. The assistant is there to assist you and will redirect to you your voicemails in any way she can. So you can listen to them through your inbox in your email. We'll send the voicemail with a little file attachment, a little WAV file attached to the email. You can also access those voicemail through your user panel. You just have to log in and go into the voicemail section, where there you have a history of all the voicemail you receive, from who, the time, and archive maybe some of them if you want to keep them for a later time, so you can manage them from the portal. If you are on the road, if you are not, if you can't safely dial or use a computer, the assistant can help you doing all those tasks through voice commands. So we'll go ahead and we'll contact the assistant using our SmartNumber. Mine is already there, a little shortcut, so I'm gonna call her.
One moment, please. What do you want to work with today? Voicemail, emails, calendar, contact, or more options?
Voicemail.
You are at the voicemail menu level. You can say new voice messages, archived voice messages, send a message, read voice messages from a contact.
New voice messages.
I'm reading your new voice messages. You have 2 new voice messages. First voice message.
Hello, this is Patrick. I'm doing a presentation. This is just a little test.
Replay.
Here's the message again.
Hello, this is Patrick. I'm doing a presentation. This is just a little test message I'm leaving on my voicemail.
Next.
Thank you.
Next voice message.
Hello, this is Patrick. I'm sending this voice message as a test for this presentation.
Delete.
Voice message deleted. This was your last voice message. You are at the voicemail menu level.
So as you can see, I can manage my voicemail through only voice commands using the assistant. So one feature here that we're quite proud at Evatel and Speech Mobility is the ability to use the assistant to go through your emails, read them, and reply to them using only voice commands. This feature is quite useful when you are on the road. Most people will agree that driving around it could be a real time waster sometimes. So if you could be more efficient and use that time to be more productive, it will be a win for you and your company. So we'll go right ahead and listen to my emails using the assistant. I sent myself a little earlier a test message. I just copied a little news story on the CBC website just for the example here. So as usual, we just call our SmartNumber. Mine is already pre-programmed here.
One moment, please. What do you want to work with today? Voicemail, emails, calendar, contact, or more options?
Emails.
You are at the email menu level. You can say new emails, archived emails, compose new email.
New emails.
I'm reading your new emails. You have 6 new emails. While playing your email, I will take short pauses so I can hear your command. Say stop to interrupt. First email. Email from Patrick Buswell. The subject is an important announcement. The message is, a large majority of Canadians believe the government should do more to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, while a smaller majority is open to putting a price on carbon to protect the environment. According to the latest findings from vote, past opinions were more divided on the issue of carbon pricing, which essentially means imposing a cost on individuals and corporations that emit greenhouse gases. Sincerely, Patrick.
Reply. So we'll go ahead and reply to this email.
Reply to this email?
Yes.
At the tone, record your message, then press the pound key.
Hello, Patrick, and thank you for contacting me about this important announcement. I promise we'll do more about the environment, and I'll contact you later about it. Thank you sincerely, Patrick.
Your message is,
Hello, Patrick, and thank you for contacting me about this important announcement. I promise we'll do more about the environment, and I'll contact you later about it. Thank you sincerely, Patrick.
is it okay?
Yes.
Do you want to send a text transcription?
Yes.
Your reply was sent.
So this was an example of sending an email through the assistant. So we'll go ahead and look into our inbox to see how the transcription went. Let's hope the assistant was nice to me and was able to transcribe the message into text, even with my strong accent. It could take a few minutes to have the transcription sent when you request it. So please note that, a couple of minutes maybe usually. Also, a very important thing here to remember, to take note of, is that the transcription is very dependent on the quality of the message you leave. Let's say you are in your car, you are in a noisy environment. The background noise will greatly affect the quality of the transcription. The assistant will have a hard time picking up the right words and will degrade the quality of the transcription. In my car, when I'm driving on the highway, it could be a very noisy environment. So I bought a little Bluetooth headset, a good quality Plantronic, and when I'm using that headset, the transcription works very well. The assistant is very good to me. But if I use the built-in Bluetooth in my car, since the microphone is further away from me, it picks up too much background noise when I drive, and the quality of the transcription is not up to my expected standards. So please note when you leave a message or a voicemail or an email like that, to make sure you are in a less noisy environment to get a better result. So we'll go right ahead and go into our inbox. And as you can see, that the assistant was able to understand me quite well, actually. My accent seems to be okay for her. And you can see the punctuation. In French, I'll do the accent. When I take a pause, she stops and starts a new sentence after. And at the bottom of the email, the WAV file, the audio file, a copy of my voice, of the voice message I left, in case the assistant was not able to pick up a few words or worked as expected. But here we have quite a good example here to show. This was the assistant part of the presentation for emails. So now we are in the agenda part of the presentation. The assistant can tell you about appointment you have. It works very well with Google Calendar appointments. So she'll be able to tell you when you have an appointment, on which day, and you'll be able to add an appointment using only voice commands. So as usual, we'll go right ahead and call our SmartNumber to access the assistant.
One moment, please. What do you want to work with today? Voicemail, emails, calendar, contact, or more options?
Calendar.
You are at the appointments menu level. Say today, tomorrow, one day of the week, or any date in the next 2 months. You can also say schedule appointment.
Friday.
I'm checking what's in your calendar tomorrow. You have one appointment. Your next appointment at 2 p.m. for 1 hour is confirmed. What do you want to do with this appointment? You can say next, delete, list attendees, accept, or more options.
Delete.
Appointment canceled. This was your last appointment.
So we'll go right ahead and schedule a new appointment. Schedule appointment.
Let's schedule your appointment. What is your date? You can say tomorrow, next Monday, next Wednesday, today.
Friday.
You have selected tomorrow. Say the preferred time.
2 p.m.
You have selected 2 p.m. Say the duration time.
1 hour.
You have selected 1 hour. Let's schedule your appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m. for 1 hour. Is it okay?
Yes.
Do you want to invite participants?
No.
Your appointment has been successfully created. You are at the appointments menu level. Say today, tomorrow, one day of the week, or any date in the next 2 months. You can also say schedule appointment.
Friday. Let's double check our appointment.
I'm checking what's in your calendar tomorrow. You have 1 appointment. Your next appointment at 2 p.m. for 1 hour is confirmed. The subject is appointment organized by the virtual assistant. What do you want to do with this appointment? You can say.
As you can see, it was quite easy to consult our calendar, delete and add an appointment using the virtual assistant.